Good evening, everyone. This is Isaac from Blue Bag of Borelli, 87.95. Well, this loss hurts. We wasted opportunities. It's almost a little bit deja vu. We dominated the inside 50 count. We were great in the midfield, around the ball, contested possessions, clearances. Pito, Walsh, Cripper were amazing. Cripper had a fantastic game, over 30 possessions, kicked 2 goals, tough in the clinches, 7 clearances. What more can you do? What more can you ask of the man? Walsh was fantastic as well. Pito again played well in the ruck. Our scoring has improved since Pito and Walsh have returned to our side, but I've got a concerning statistic which doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with me because when we're talking about preliminary final and grand finals, which is what we're in the business of at this moment of our team, we've scored okay. Our scoring has improved in these 3 weeks, but we've leaked far too much the other way. We conceded over 100 points against the Crows, 98 against the Giants, and over 118 points tonight. Now, Geelong feasted on our mistakes. They are so professional, so clinical, so polished. And of course, Jeremy Cameron is one of the game's best players. 5 goals straight. We've got a lot of players out. It's such a small margin, the games. The games are such tight. We could be 7-0, but instead we're 5-2. In a little bit of a tricky position because we're going through a tough little patch of matches coming up. Next week is a massive game against Collingwood. I'm not sure whether Chera and McGovern comes back. They're the 2 that I'm hearing may come back. Apart from that, everyone else is out longer term, so we're going to be doing it without a few players for a little while. Our small forwards were very disappointing tonight. Durden missed a set shot from 25 out early in the last quarter, on top of Charlie hitting the post from 50 out. Mackay was very inaccurate. I mean, Mackay played well in patches and provides a great aerial threat. He did score some goals. He gave off a couple. He looked very threatening, but by gee, he's got some of the yips again. It's a bit more of the Mackay of last year. It's hurting. This loss hurts. Anzac is a special weekend. It's a special round that the AFL dedicates to the fallen. I pay my respects. Thursday was a fantastic match. It was a draw. I watched it with some of my mates. I don't know who to barrack for in that game because they're the 2 teams that I dislike the most. Essendon have improved. Collingwood are a little bit wobbly, but they're still a threat. I'm really looking forward to next week. Carlton and Collingwood, massive match, but also the showdown. Now, I believe the showdown is on Thursday night, I think. I can't wait to watch that match. I actually give the Crows a shot at winning that game. They've found some form. They've been a little bit better the last 3 weeks. The old man Tex contributed today, probably too unselfish. Kicked a couple, Rankin dominated. I mean, yeah, the Kangaroos, no doubt the Kangaroos are an easy kill. Fair enough, but you've got to beat who's in front of you. It gives them a bit of form. I'm looking forward to the showdown. Port have got some injuries and their captain is out. That's a big body blow. It'll be interesting to see whether the Crows can capitalise on a few injuries from Port. Should be a stunning match. Friday night, Carlton and Collingwood. It's a must-win game. It's worth 8 points. King Charlie, 3 goals. We were probably too predictable. I mean, yes, he's a great presence and I love to go to him as well. But Geelong is so professional. He had 2 or 3 people on him most of the times. He was still able to score 3 goals and gave off a couple, and was a threat. But he had 2 defenders, sometimes even 3 on him the whole time. We've got to be able to lower the eyes and not be as predictable. Anyway, hopefully we can learn from that. It's footy's so tough, footy's so hard. I love it. King Charlie's on 23 goals. He now leads the Coleman medal by 1. Win, lose or draw. I love my club, but I'm hurting tonight. We need to bounce back next Friday night.